Did you know that temples were the first places to officially store money for people? Hi, my name is Griffin Fry, and today I will be talking about my recent event that changed my life, getting my very own checking account. I'm sure that many of us have a bank account of some sort, but it's probably only a savings account, not a checking account, which you cannot make any transaction. You can only deposit or withdraw in person. So, did you know that only 49% of high schoolers have a checking account? I think it should be much higher because students should be able to make purchases that they decide because they are old enough in high school to be able to make their own decisions of where they want to spend their money. And for my whole life, I was stuck with only a savings account. And recently, I switched to checking, and I'm so glad I did. A couple years ago, I asked my dad if I could get a checking account so I could start making my own purchases on my own decisions. I gained the paperwork, and he never completed his end of the bargain, so I was still stuck having to ask him and beg him for making purchases online, such as Amazon. Finally, my dad mentioned it recently, a couple months ago, and said that we should get a checking account for you because you're old enough and I think you should have one. And I was shocked because he didn't even complete his end of the deal a couple years ago, so why would he want one now? And so, as of last week, we started to take action. We went up to the bank and asked it what information we need and how much the first deposit had to be. And I was so excited because we could gain all the information that was needed. And then we finally took action. We signed all the paperwork, we put all the information in, and we made a deposit. And we finally got everything. And then we just had to head up to the bank and sign the last few documents. And then we got a little packet of checks, how to balance the checkbook, and then we would get a debit card in the mail. And I am so excited for what the future entails for my own independence. If you don't have a checking account and you only have a savings account, I highly recommend you to get one because it can be life-changing.